My name is Adam T. Cummings. This is Vetting America. We're here at the Attic in downtown Tampa. I'm interviewing Chad and Jesika Freeman of the Freeman Mortgage Team. And today we're just going to have a little discussion about life, business, and everything in between. So thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. So tell me a little bit about why you guys chose Cross Country Mortgage to be part of your representation for your mortgage lending business, and then how did Homes for Heroes come into play with that?
Absolutely. For me, it kind of starts from the top, right? Success is built from the top and works its way down. With Cross Country Mortgage here in Tampa, they have an excellent management team with Mike Corrigan, David Gooding, and Jaron Miller. They do a great job. One of the top in the business. So for us, it was very important that we have like-minded individuals that really share the same vision as we do. As far as Homes for Heroes is concerned, Jesika and I both are very active in the community. We do a lot of charitable events. We kind of donate our time as much as we can, and we're very passionate about making our community a little bit better. We're always on the lookout for something new to kind of help out with. And when we heard about Homes for Heroes, we kind of looked at each other, had that aha moment, like, oh my God, this is perfect for what we do, because we specialize in VA loans. And that they do as well, but it also really has a couple different subcategories, which includes teachers, first responders, firemen, anybody in the nursing or medical profession. And we looked at each other and said, listen, each of us have family members that can check each one of those boxes. So for us, it was a natural fit.
Okay. So working with Homes for Heroes and doing the mortgage lending business, how has that helped you with your connections and network, but also in overall quality of life when it comes to meeting new people and building actual organic relationships?
Well, one of the cool things about it is not only with the Homes for Heroes, that's just our way to be able to volunteer while we're working. So we kind of were able to mix that because there's only so many hours in the day. Once a month, we go to the VFW in Dunedin in the Post 2550, and we cook for steak night. And we bring our son with. He's 8 years old, and he comes with, and he sees that his mom and dad are doing good, and he sees us shaking hands and thanking people for their service. And we really want to make sure that our son understands that volunteering time is just as important as volunteering money. While we're working, we're volunteering money, and while we're not working, we're trying to volunteer time, and that's with all of our heroes. We wouldn't be here without you. Teachers, healthcare workers, firefighters, first responders, military, and that's active, reserves, and veterans. So without all of those categories, none of us would be here without you. So it's just our way of saying thank you. The foundation started just a little bit after 9/11. The aftermath of that, a couple of realtors up in Minnesota went ahead and started the foundation to see what could they do to say thank you. And so it's grown now into over 2,000 affiliates. About 2/3 of them are realtors, and the other 1/3 are lenders. And it's nationwide. It's across the country. There's no red tape, no strings attached, no fees for our heroes. And the best part about it is when we help a hero save money on either lender fees or a realtor helps a hero save money in giving back a portion of their commission, even at closing, and that's for buying, selling, refinancing. Not only that, but there are other businesses that do discounts. And so when you go on the website, our website, freemanmortgageteam.com, and scroll down and click on Homes for Heroes, it does tell you a lot about the history and the foundation. And every time we help somebody, that hero is helping somebody as well, because a portion of all those proceeds are going back into the organization, and it's helping other hero foundations with anything that they may need, whether it's PTSD, suicide with first responders, any of those kind of organizations, the money is going back into there. So it's
great.
It's definitely a nice circle of
giving.
Yes.
So what you're telling me is Homes for Heroes, you're not trying to sell it to anybody. It's just a resource that's there that's may not be known about, and it's there for a hero's well-being. It's for their benefit.
We're genuinely doing it to help, whether it's giving them advice about lending, or Chad is really, he's been doing this for over 15 years. If there's any questions, we just want somebody to call and ask us. Don't worry about it. Don't wonder what time it is. Those types of things. So getting out of bed in the morning and genuinely helping people with a major moment in their life, buying a home, is a big deal.
I believe that.
So, we're not here to take advantage or steer anybody in the wrong direction. We generally want to, at the end of the day, We want people to say, wow, I really like them, they helped us out.
And Adam, if you've ever gone to a closing before and you see the emotion in the room and people are excited, some people tear up, they start crying, that's what gets you out of bed in the morning.
Given everything you guys are doing, what's the future hold for you? What are some moves you're starting to make that is going to help set you up for retirement or set you up for another opportunity that may come down the line?
And again, I think this really harkens back to a management team that gives us the flexibility and distance. And if we, what do you think about this idea? Being able to bounce it off somebody who's probably tried that or been down that road before really helps, because it's really going to save you some time and some heartache and some heartbreak sometimes by not having to go through those struggles, and to be able to lean on that. Really more of a legacy, I think, for both of us, to be able to leave a great imprint and an impression for our son to grow up and say, hey, my parents are Chad and Jesika Freeman, and people get a smile on their face. Absolutely. So that's what's important to us.
And I think if we just keep building relationships like we are with realtor partners, thank you for your service, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Veterans that we like to work with everybody, and going into schools and going into hospitals and just building relationships. If we can continue the momentum to do that,
the rest will take care of itself.
How important is the organic relationship building to you guys and to your brand and to your business?
I think it's vital, and it's really something that's a constant struggle for us, because we're licensed in the state of Florida, so I handle Pensacola to Key West, right? So you can't go get belly to belly with every relationship.
Yes.
That's really something that we try to do, and one of the ways that we really leverage that is by doing videos. Is say, hey, you're in Pensacola, that's great. Check out our Facebook. We're going to send you a video. I want to put a face with a name. So it's really leveraging technology to enhance those relationships. Mm-hmm. And that's something that Jesika's really helped me with. Normally I don't like to get on film. Like my phone guy, so got to get out of your comfort zone to really be effective in most cases, and that's something that's really helped us.
I like to end these interviews with a little bit of sage advice from somebody who's been in the game for as long as you two have.
Right.
The Tampa market's hot, and people are buying, people are selling, people are investing. What kind of advice would you give to a young, either mortgage lender or real estate agent who's trying to get foot into the game? What kind of advice would you give them to help build their business and be successful out here in the Tampa market?
Well, first of all, I think the more networking that you can do, the better off you're going to be, right? So it's one thing to get some advice from your boss. It's another thing to get some advice from your peers. It's another thing to get some advice from somebody you never thought you'd want to take any advice from. You wind up walking away going, why didn't I talk to this guy sooner? So for us is don't judge a book by its cover, and just talk to as many people as you can, and just be honest, and just have an honest conversation with people. And there are times, and it's very few, that we can't help somebody, and we're up front and say, hey, you're getting a better deal there, fantastic. Have that relationship. I know a guy that does this a little bit better than what I do, and I think he'd be a better fit for you. And I think when you're honest like that, people appreciate that, and everything else takes care of itself.
And I would just tell them, being new in the business, just ask questions.
Work hard.
Ask questions, get the answers. Don't pretend you know them when you don't.
It's okay not to know the answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for this wonderful interview.
Thank you.
Chad and Jesika Freeman of the Freeman Mortgage Team. I want to thank Anthony Kovach for allowing me
Thank you, Anthony.
Yes, there's Anthony. Thank you for letting me do this interview. It's my first one. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see what the future holds, but I really, really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you, Anthony, and I'm looking forward to more episodes of Vetting America here at the Attic in downtown Tampa.
Great. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for everything, and thank you guys for watching and listening, and I hope the best to you. Have a great,
Thank you.
Beautiful Friday morning.